Hey, it's Greg Batten from the Greg and Dan Show on WMBD Radio. Great to be with you here tonight for the Peoria PlayHouse Children's Museum HopScotch 21. See that? HopScotch 21. This guy's my son, Justice Batten.
We're so glad you could make it for a night of making the best of it.
We are making the best of it, right, in this world that we live in today. So it's really cool. We got 3 challenges for you tonight. You're going to see them in a couple of minutes. We have 6 drink recipes and demonstrations. Those are put on by our restaurant owner friends and bartenders throughout Central Illinois. And we have raffle items. Really, one of them is really great. And, well, they're all great, but one of them's like really great. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. And then some auction items. I'll give you the deadlines on those coming up in a couple of minutes. Right now, I want to introduce you to, however, right now, this year's co-chair of HopScotch 2021, Grant Day, and next year's is Janae Yoder for 2022.
Good evening. My name is Grant Day, one of the chairs of HopScotch 2021. With the help of our amazing committee, we planned the event you will see tonight. My co-chair, Brooke Spellman, and I started planning HopScotch way back in the summer of last year and had to make the hard decision way back then to have an all-virtual event. We looked at this as an opportunity to think outside the box and have HopScotch for the first time be an event that's for the entire family. HopScotch is an event that is held every year to benefit the Peoria PlayHouse Maker programs and Real Tool exhibit. In these programs, children learn to use tools and make things that they design. And why is making at a young age so important? Through making, children cultivate their creativity. Learning to think creatively and solve open-ended problems will allow today's children to have a skill set important no matter which career path they choose later in life. And let's not forget that making can be done anywhere. This year, my kids have been making at home with the PlayHouse Real Tools virtual workshops, and our family can't wait to be creating at the PlayHouse again later this year. Stay tuned for information on opportunities to visit the Peoria PlayHouse coming soon. Now, here's Janae Yoder, next year's HopScotch co-chair, with a message about HopScotch 2022.
Thank you, Grant. First off, let's give a round of applause to the entire committee for hosting this wonderful event. Hello, everyone. My name is Janae Yoder, and I am new to the Peoria PlayHouse Advisory Board. I'm a graduate of Bradley University, and I reside in the Peoria area with my husband and 3 kids ages 5, 3, and 1.5. I first heard about HopScotch through the Junior League of Peoria, which I have been a member since 2016. Having a children's museum in the community is essential for all children to learn, create, imagine, and explore. My family has had so much fun through the Maker Kits and the Real Tools programming. We have been going to the Peoria PlayHouse since my oldest was 1 year old. The amount of water that has spilled from that water table is incredible. I also miss hearing the Bradley fight song on repeat while collecting all the balls as they fall to the floor. As co-chair of HopScotch 2022, we will continue to build on all of the great work that has been done by the committee and everyone involved in the Playhouse. I hope to keep the momentum going, and I look forward to furthering the mission. I look forward to seeing everyone next year. Cheers, and let's have a great night.
It's fitting that the theme this year is making, because that's what happens every single day at the Peoria PlayHouse Children's Museum. Kids come in, they make things. The idea is that part of your brain gets ignited, and then when you're an adult, you make things that, well, I don't know, maybe help the world, change the world. That's the goal of all that we're doing tonight.
My name is Chris Setti, and I am the CEO of the Greater Peoria Economic Development Council. So specifically to Peoria, making is very important because we are a community of makers. You know, at the dawn of our community, you know, we were whiskey makers and barrel makers for whiskey. You know, in kind of the middle of our life, we were the earth-moving capital of the world, and we made great big machines and still make great big machines. Our whole economy is based around making things. Even some of our newer, superstar companies like Natural Fiber Welding. They're making something. And so I think that we are a product-centered economy, and the things that are produced and made here are shared across the world. And so I think it's maybe even more important that making activities at every age level are done here in the Peoria area. And I think that at an early age, having the exposure to makers programs gets young people to understand if this is a career that they might be interested in. Physically making something like, being a carpenter or a chef, or designing something that gets made, like what an engineer or an architect might be. So I think having early exposure to these types of activities turns into early exposure into careers and what the future might be.
Along with the Makers Challenges, we'll also be showcasing some of our silent auction items featuring kids of all ages.
Kids of all ages, like 15 and 40, 42, or whatever I am. I don't know exactly how that works out. Hey, one of those auction items is this: a drive-in movie night for 30 carloads of people that you would invite if you win this. Thank you to the Katie Kim group, Katie and her group over there at Keller Station, Knoxville and Northmore. They have these drive-in nights. This will be just for you. You can get tickets, 1 for 20, 3 for 50. Either go to the text that was sent to you just a few minutes before this program started, or PeoriaPlayHouse.org/HopScotch.
The auction ends at 8:15 p.m. and the raffle ends tomorrow at 8 p.m.
Now, here's what happened. We enlisted the help of a very, very smart person. Her name is Courtney Baxter. She is a history expert. Now, she helped design this challenge that we're about to show you with these 3 teams of kids. They were given a bag full of materials. They were told not to open the bag until we told them to, which was when we started filming, right? Now, they had 5 minutes to check it all out, see what they were going to do, come up with a plan, and 30 minutes to complete. When you see these things, it is amazing. Now, the only direction that they had was a time long ago.
Oh, so it's like when you were born. Let's meet the expert.
Hi guys, my name is Courtney Baxter and I was the former education manager at Peoria Playhouse Children's Museum. So I would have seen some of your faces before. You might have seen me.
Thank you so much for being here today, Courtney. Let's meet the teams.
My name is Indra and I'm 5. And my name is Maya and I'm 9 and we're Team Girl Power.
I'm Griffin and I'm 10. I'm Gavin and I'm 7. And we're No Sports Builds.
No sports belts!
We are the 20 Twins. I'm Manuela and I'm 10 years old.
I'm Toby and I'm 8 years old.
Tools, ready, set, go.
Grab the glass. I don't know where my Let's make a castle, Indra.
So what do you think we should do next? After I get the windows cut in and put on this walk around, take some popsicle sticks to it.
Man, Indra. The rest of our time was decorating. We're doing good. Right now we're not using the paint. Are we using these right now? No.
All right, teams, time's up.
Okay, so actually right now I work at Missouri History Museum for the Missouri Historical Society. So that means I work in a history museum, and I am a big history nerd. And I have 2 degrees in history. So I went to college to learn more about history. So I'm really into that, and I'm really excited about learning more about your projects too. And you told me a little bit about your project.
So we I thought when you said that castles. So we made a giant castle.
This is a volcano I made. And then right next to it is an asteroid. And then over here, my brother built a cow and
This is the cow.
And a fallen tree with a blueberry bush and a bird eating it.
So we made a Native American village with the Native American chief with his bow and arrow and a totem pole with a zip line for him.
There's a totem pole with a zip line?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. And so kind of what time period do you think your project would be in?
100 years before the 13 colonies.
Prehistory, cavemen and dinosaurs.
So are you guys going to make anything else cool to add to this or make something new?
I don't know. Make something new maybe? Or do something else or something. Or like make something new or make something new.
And we're gonna go straight back to playing with this. And coloring. Yes, this is because this looks like this. If we added a bigger moat door, this could be like the size for our Barbies, and we like playing with our Barbies. And we also have a Barbie dream house.
Great job, kids.
The PlayHouse is a great place for kids to really try and experiment with their creative abilities.
Here are some examples.
During visits to the Playhouse, kids make all sorts of things. They've made everything from birdhouses to benches to marble runs to costumes. They make things during visits to Real Tools. They make things during family workshops and kid workshops. We love seeing what kids have to make, and we love seeing their creativity shine.
It's cool to see the kids doing all that stuff at the Playhouse. That makes me so happy and wish I had little kids again. Hey, it's time now for you to get your drink kits out. You got these drink kits. This is very exciting for me. There's a couple drinks coming up. You've got Jody Vieira from Crafted DIY Studio and Bar. She's doing a bourbon fizz. You have all the stuff you need for that. And Nehemiah Doyle from Zion Coffee Bar is going to do a cold or old fashioned. Now, you have all the ingredients and all the instructions for these drinks.
Hello, and welcome to Crafted DIY Studio and Bar, where you can make something awesome while you drink something delicious. Today, I'm going to show you how to make a bourbon fizz. Now, this cocktail has a somewhat surprising ingredient, and that's grapefruit. You might think that grapefruit and bourbon are an unlikely pairing, but the tartness of the grapefruit and the sweetness of the bourbon balance each other for a perfectly refreshing winter cocktail. So to begin, we'll take a lowball glass and fill that with ice. We're going to set this to the side and let it chill. In a shaker, you're going to add 2 ounces of your favorite bourbon. We have Buffalo Trace here for all of our mixed cocktails. Next, we're going to add 1.75 ounces of freshly squeezed grapefruit juice. You always want to use fresh juices if you can. That's what we use here in the studio. And next, you have your ginger cardamom mixer that came in your cocktail kit. So you're going to shake that up and pour the whole thing in. Now this mixer has the ginger cardamom syrup that we make here at Crafted. And we actually sell some of our cocktail syrups online so that people can have delicious cocktails at their house whenever they want. Today we're using the ginger cardamom syrup because it adds a warmth and a depth of flavor to the cocktail that's really nice. So now we're going to add ice to our shaker. We're going to shake this up for about 15 seconds, just until the outside of your shaker gets nice and frosted. You can strain this into your lowball glass. we're going to top it off with about an ounce of club soda. You can give that a quick stir and garnish with a slice of grapefruit. And there you have it. Enjoy your crafted cocktail.
Welcome to HopScotch 2021. My name's Nehemiah and welcome to my home bar. This evening, I'll be making a cocktail for you called the Cold Fashion, brought to you by Zion Coffee Bar. A couple ingredients, you're gonna need bourbon. Tonight we're using Buffalo Trace, bitters, simple syrup, and Zion cold brew coffee. Let's get started. You need your rocks glass, a couple of cubes of ice. Begin with a shot and a half of bourbon. Add your cold brew coffee. Your discretion, a couple of dashes, maybe 2 or 3 of bitters. Top it off with a ½ ounce of simple syrup. Go ahead and give it a good stir. Last but not least, go ahead and twist your orange. Garnish the rim. And there you have it, the Cold Fashion, brought to you by Zion Coffee Bar.
I'm going to speak for the adults here. Those look yummy.
We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Not more bread. I can't wait to see what I get for my birthday.
Kids, it's time for dinner.
What are we having?
You'll never guess. We're having bread loaf along with bread fries and bread peas.
Oh, not more bread.
3, 2, 1.
Happy New Year! Bread. No more bread.
What are we gonna do now?
Go to Great Harvest. Mom, can we go to the Chiefs game? Yeah, that'll be super fun. But we don't have any Chiefs gear. Can we buy an East Peoria Chiefs hat? Mom, please, can we go?
You know what, boys? We actually have the opportunity to bid on a Peoria Chiefs game of our choice and some swag for the game as well. Let's do it.
Hi, my name is Nolan Brannon.
And hi, my name is Carlton Bell. Our auction item for the HopScotch Making the Best of It Peoria PlayHouse is to gift a child in your life with 8 to 10 weeks of professional soccer coaching.
Soccer Shots is geared towards children 2 through 8 to help them develop athletic skills and learn the value of teamwork and have some fun.
This certificate covers 1 full season of play as well as an annual enrollment fee.
Bid on Soccer Shots today.
Hi, I'm Lily Carmack. My auction item for the HopScotch Making the Best of It Peoria Playhouse is a Maui Gym VIP basket. The ultimate Maui Gym swag bag. Get a VIP card for a pair of non-prescription Maui Gym sunglasses. This package also comes with a reusable shopping bag, eyeglass care kit, sunglass cables, a t-shirt, a beach towel, a hat, and a water bottle. Bid on the Maui Gym basket today.
Hey folks, I kicked my son out for just a second. Hey, I want to give a big shout out to Brooke Spellman and Grant Day for making sure all of this has happened this year. They are the co-chairs. And all of this was shot via smartphones with all social distancing. There was an incredible amount of work that had to go through. They had to go through to coordinate everybody getting the kits together and getting them to you. So thank you to everyone involved. I happened to stop by one of the kit making places not too long ago, and it was like Santa's workshop. It was fantastic. Now, it is time for the adults to take a little challenge. They were given about 18 inches of tape and 10 pieces of paper, and they have to make a tower, and it has to hold some of the Peoria Park District playbooks. A lot of rules going on here. We're going to roll this tape and see how the adults did on their challenge.
Let's meet Ellie Ford, our expert for this maker challenge.
My name is Ellie Ford. I'm here from River City Labs. We're the makerspace here in Peoria. And essentially we call ourselves a gym for nerds. We have a bunch of tools, and we have a workshop, 3D printers, laser cutters, CNC machines, wood shop, metal shop, all the stuff. So yeah, if you ever want a place to just go and make stuff, that's the place for you. We're open for everybody. And yeah, it's a fun community.
Let's meet the teams.
Good afternoon, everyone. We are super excited to be here. I am Joshua Gunn, and this is...
And my name is Charity Gunn, and we are the First Fam.
We are the Chronicles of Reddick. I am Miguel Reddick, and this is Jade Reddick. And thanks for having us. We're excited to win.
We are the Columbia Terrace Crafties. My name is John Knighty. And I'm Donald Reed, and we're thrilled to be here.
Let's begin the challenge.
So first, let's think about it for a second.
It can't hold. This is improper. It has to hold this.
Right. So it has to hold.
It has to be hard though, too, at the same time.
If you double it then.
And that's all rolling. Yes. So like one of the have to this roll up. That becomes one. Yeah. You can go. Nine of those is good. It's going to sit up there. For
Right.
Sure.
Okay. So that's pretty sturdy. Okay.
It's time. This is for all my anime out there.
You just take them all together at the last side.
All right, teams, time's up.
Let's see how many playbooks each team's tower can hold.
According to the rules established by the United States Newspaper Tower Building Association, you will receive 1 point for every inch of tower you build and 5 points for every playbook that is held.
Columbia Terrace Crafties. It looks like you already have your playbooks on your tower.
We have two.
Go ahead.
We think we can put more.
Okay.
But we want to measure with the two, if that's all right.
We're at 43 inches.
Wow. Okay.
And it's totally tubular in design. I just had to say that. Totally tubular.
If you were alive in the 90s or the 80s, you would have appreciated that.
I did appreciate that. Feel free to make a 70s reference too.
That's 3 books.
This one. Looks like this one?
Yeah.
Take
Don't
a
breathe,
very
Miguel.
steady hand.
Oh my God.
Oh!
3 books.
I think 3 books. Yep.
Yes, so we, as we mentioned at the top of this challenge, we are 2 psychology degrees. So building things with our hands is neither of our expertise, particularly things that require a deep knowledge of engineering.
Right.
We struggle, but we stuck to the basics and we did what we all know very well, which is Jenga.
Right.
So we decided to take the paper and turn it into Jenga pieces and make the tallest tower that we can make in 20 minutes. And I think we have a whopping, I'm gonna let my lovely wife here measure.
It's a whopping 5 inches.
5 inches. We got 1. Got 2. We got 3.
And that's all 4.
We got 4.
Hello. As you can see, we decided to go with something very Paris inspired. It is beautiful. It is, I like to call, the Chronicles of Riddick. So I believe it is, from table, it looks like it's only 21 inches long. And it should be very stable to do the book. So whenever you guys are ready, we can try it. Please don't breathe. All right.
Beautiful.
We got 1, all right?
Oh, keep trying.
I don't like that book. Let's try a different book. That's what it was. Might be a 1-book tower.
Okay, one more try. One more try.
We'll do, this is our last straw here. It just might be 1 booker. That counts right there. There we go. Session over.
Ellie has a few more questions for our teams.
All right. So, Columbia Terrace Crafties, what inspired you to build the tower that you built?
What inspired us at the beginning was the desire to win and to just really do a good job.
Right. We had a little conversation about inspiration for aesthetics, and then we decided structure was more important than aesthetics. So we went with structure.
How did you decide? How did you decide that the circles would be strongest?
Well, I think originally when we were discussing it, we talked about making a shape that was more square. But then we were gonna not have height. And so to get height, we really decided to use the tube and then have all the tubes in conjunction with each other.
And we knew that bringing them together with a band would keep them like provide more structural integrity to the entire piece, and hopefully, as long as they were the same height, the exact same height, which they were because they were newspaper, that they would sit flat. Sitting flat was the important part.
What challenge in your daily life does this most resemble?
And I will say, I am a chef and a pastry chef, and I use this skill a lot. So for me, you know, stacking a wedding cake and, you know, building it up and making it structurally sound, it feels like it's a daily function for me. And so I just love the challenge of doing it and getting it as high as we possibly can. That was really fun.
All right, Chronicles of Reddick, what inspired you?
What inspired us as far as our tower here, we were trying to go with something more tubular and same idea where we can have it kind of even out. We did run into a challenge of how we were either going to use more tape to get them stick together or have 3 points of contact, kind of like a triangle, and then just pray and hope that it would stick at that point.
I think we were going a lot for height, so we wanted to make it, I guess, tall, pretty tall, but it didn't hold as many books.
It did not. It did not. So we were trying to go with height. We were kind of all over the place. I didn't even think to go low and just add more books on top. That was genius. So you know, it's a sad loss right here for me.
And what are you inspired to try making or building next?
Oh.
We can build a house out of sticks or something.
That'd be interesting. Maybe a guitar or something. Build a guitar. Somehow, something real interesting like that. Some form of musical instrument of some sort.
All right, First Fam, what inspired you?
Well, we were inspired by the thought of the need to hold up a lot of weight. So we wanted to make sure that we had a really solid foundation. And after debating a couple of approaches, we landed on the Jenga approach.
Do you have any thoughts related to this challenge or inspired by this challenge about maker programs at the Peoria Playhouse Children's Museum?
Yeah. Well, I think maker programs at the Peoria Playhouse Children's Museum are super important. We've noticed with our kids that, you know, all kids are really drawn to building things, destroying things, and rebuilding them, taking them apart. And, you know, I know in today's world we call that STEM learning, but I really think it's just the natural instinct of kids to learn through play. And so providing them opportunities to do that. You know, we just had a 20-minute session and we had a lot of fun. We overcame some challenges. We even applied a life lesson to my job, which thanks Rebecca for giving me that. But overall, I think they're essential for all age groups, but particularly children.
Yeah, and as two parents, like that's what we want our children to be able to do is definitely, sometimes the lights and the right toys are fun, but definitely it's those ones where you just kind of give them creativity to create whatever they want to out of it with very little instruction, I think is really, you know, important to us. And so we definitely love programs like that, and we gravitate towards that type of learning for both of our children.
And it'll be great to do it at the Peoria Playhouse so that we keep some of the toys off of our floor at home.
Yes.
And I don't hurt my feet on Legos. So we're very much looking forward to Peoria Playhouse opening again and the maker programs that you host.
Did you see that? Adults did good.
They did.
I don't. You get out of here. The adult. Hey, you guys did real good on those newspaper towers. Get back in here. Get back in here. Get back in here. One of the cool parts of this year's HopScotch 2021, because we're doing it virtually, is that kids can watch and participate.
Which actually brings us to our next clip.
Mocktails. These are non-alcoholic cocktails. We have some special folks coming in to do that for us. First, we have Shelby Higgins of Industry Brewing, and then we have Jody Vieira of Crafted DIY Studio and Bar.
Hi there, guys. My name's Shelby. We're here at Industry Brewing, going to be making a delicious mocktail for those of you deciding not to partake in the alcoholic beverage. We're going to start with the most important aspect of the cranberry kiss, the cranberry juice. I went ahead and pre-measured out 3 ounces of cranberry. Then we're going to do 2 ounces of fresh squeezed orange juice. Do 1 ounce of lime juice. Do 1 ounce of simple syrup. Alrighty. are gonna do a pretty hefty amount of bitters. And give it a good shake. And these are all ingredients that we have on house all the time here at Industry, so you can always get this cranberry kiss. And we're gonna go ahead and just garnish it with a little bit of a orange peel here. And there you have a cranberry kiss.
Hello and welcome to Crafted DIY Studio and Bar, where you can make something awesome while you drink something delicious, including mocktail. Today I'm going to show you how to make our gingerberry. Now all of our mocktails are made with the same high quality ingredients that our cocktails are, just without the alcohol. So the first thing we're going to do is take a Tom Collins glass and fill it with ice. Next, we have the very simple syrup that came in your kit. Now this is pre-measured, so you can give it a shake and pour all of the contents right into the glass. This simple syrup is made right here at Crafted, and we actually sell several of our cocktail syrups online so that people can make delicious drinks at home whenever they want. Next, we are going to add 1 ounce of lemon juice. Now this is freshly squeezed lemon juice. We always use fresh juices in our drinks. Now you're going to want to make sure you strain that juice so you get all of the seeds and the pulp out. And finally, we're going to add our ginger beer. You want to add about 5 ounces. You can measure this, but I know from experience that our glasses fill about 5 ounces. Now give that a nice stir. You can pop in a straw and garnish with a wedge of lemon if you'd like, and enjoy your crafted mocktail.
Our next item up for bid, Yoga at Home, a virtual foundation series, 4 video classes from Soulside Yoga, plus $25 from RC Outfitters. This sounds like something my mom would love. Hey Mom, come over here, you gotta bid Soulside Yoga. Bid today.
Hi, I'm Kasha Dolinsky.
Hi, I'm Owen Cook.
Our auction item for the HopScotch Making the Best of It Peoria PlayHouse is a Camp Wakanda staycation. Enjoy a close-to-home vacation at one of the gems of the Peoria Park District.
This package includes cabin camping for up to 12 people, along with a DIY maple syrup tapping experience.
Learn how to collect, store, boil, and finish maple syrup straight from the tree.
Bid on the Camp Wakanda staycation today.
I'm having a really hard time not bidding on all those things. In fact, I've already started that process during these little breaks.
We're now going to show you what the Playhouse has been doing for the past year.
The Peoria Playhouse Children's Museum's building and 6 exhibits closed on March 15th, 2020, and has yet to reopen. During this time, we've been thinking about what a children's museum is beyond its building. After all, our mission is to help children become explorers and creators of the world, not just in one building, but everywhere. So over the past year, we've launched numerous virtual and live programs that help kids do just that. These include virtual maker workshops, these include virtual play dates, homeschool programs, real tools reopened in a socially distanced way in a new space, Kidtastic, a maker kit that can be shipped to your house. If you and your children have joined us for a virtual program, if you've subscribed to Kidtastic, our maker kits that get mailed to your home, if you've joined us for our PlayHouse Everywhere membership, thank you. Our mission is to help children become explorers and creators of the world, and we are proud to continue doing that under any circumstances and well beyond our building.
Next up is Sarah Dillard of Sarah and the Underground. If you have never heard them, check them out, please. We have families now, 3 families, who were given this challenge. They were given supplies. They were given 30 minutes to make musical instruments.
And then they had to use those instruments to play Happy Birthday.
Music to your ears. Here we go. Let's meet Sarah Dillard, our expert for this Maker Challenge, and learn what she does.
My name is Sarah Marie Dillard. I am the band leader and songwriter for Sarah and the Underground, which is a group based out of Central Illinois. I'm also the co-founder and instructor for the Underground School of Sound, which is a teaching collective founded by our band, Sarah and the Underground.
Sarah, thanks for being here today. Let's meet the teams.
Hi, we are the Messina Monster Squad. And I'm Meredith. This is Julian. He'll be 8 next week. I'm 4 years old. That's Margaret. And there's Ben on the end.
Say, we're the Haig family. I'm Jenna. This is Owen, who's 7. Evan, Bennett, who's 4. And we are Wakey Wakey Eggs and Mickey.
Hi, we're the Peeper family. Team Peeper Power. I'm Emily.
I'm Henry. I'm Felix.
I'm Bart.
And Henry is 6, almost 7, and Felix is 4.
Let's begin the challenge.
Julian, you want to make a drum? Margaret, what do you want to make?
A guitar.
A guitar. Good idea.
Do we have a little bunch?
Yeah, I brought one.
Messina, Mom, sing. Okay.
Again. What other instruments? What about something with rubber bands?
Like a banjo? Like you can put it across.
Yeah.
Funny eyes from Margaret. What do you think? Oh, we got it.
Scary.
All our beans and all our pasta.
Oh, that's good.
Are you gonna take this one for a ride?
And I also need some rubber bands to strap it close.
I like it. Not sure what you're doing, but. Yeah. Oh, good thing you watched that.
Yeah.
The Messina family dinner.
And then take a little thing to hold it.
Back within there. I can take this off and you can stand up there. Ooh. You gotta hold it. Hold it so you don't get there.
Where do you want it? Yeah, over.
You want to flip it in there.
All right, teams, time's up.
All right, teams, now that you've built your instruments, part of this challenge was to play Happy Birthday with those instruments. Let's hear it.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Playhouse. Happy birthday to you.
Felix and Henry, tell me about your favorite part of this challenge.
Making. Well, my favorite part was making all these instruments. And
That was so fun. It was so fun to watch you make them.
Thanks.
And was it hard to choose which instrument you wanted to make?
Well, no, because at first I already knew how I wanted I wanted to make a maraca, and then when I finished the maracas, I was like, maybe I'll make a bell, and then I built a bell.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, dear Playhouse. Happy birthday to you.
Everyone, I want to hear about what the hardest part of this challenge was for you.
The hardest part was making the little shaker.
Yeah, the little shaker part, yeah.
The hard part for mine was trying to find stuff.
Trying to find the materials.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Julian. Happy birthday to you. Woo! Yay!
Did you guys have a good time on this challenge today?
Yeah! We all did!
One real-life structure that adults have built in our community is the Peoria Playhouse Children's Museum in Glen Oak Park. Here's our story.
When children enter the Peoria Playhouse Children's Museum, they ask a very simple question: what should we make today? 20 years ago, a group of determined women, all members of the Junior League of Peoria, asked the very same question of each other: what can we make today? And it took nearly 14 years and collaborations with additional groups, but they made a dream come true. Thank you to the Junior League of Peoria, to the Peoria Zoological Society, and to the Peoria Park District for committing to helping to make dreams come true.
What about those musical instruments? You guys did a great job with that. Hey, we've got something now coming up. Families have gotten kits. You've all gotten kits, and you may already know this by now because maybe you opened it. But now you have to make a roller coaster. You have to make a roller coaster with the stuff you have in that kit, okay? And please, this is the ask that we're asking you for. Please take a picture of whatever that you create in the next few days and place it on our Facebook page. Hashtag PH HopScotch 2021, and we want to see what you did.
All night we've been talking about the importance of making, but don't take our word for it.
Hi everyone, my name is Beth Kreider and I am the Regional Superintendent for Peoria County. So for 17 years I was a teacher, and a literacy director in early childhood at the Valeska Hinton Early Childhood Center. When I watched the children and the adults as well that were making on these videos, what I saw was brains being built live and in action. So the children and the adults that started the process, those brains are different at the end of the process because actual new connections, new language, new development was happening right before my eyes. The reason Maker Playhouse programs at the Playhouse are important because it provides the opportunity that young children need to begin to develop those critical connections. Young children learn by doing. Play is the actual vehicle for how connections in the brain are developed. One thing that I did want to add is this. We've been using this terminology called plasticity, that the brain is plastic. Actually, the brain is live wired. What that means is any new experience, especially if it's hands-on, will allow that brain to make new connections and wire up. And so the more opportunity that we provide young children and even those adults in your videos will allow those connections to be made. And it's so exciting to me that it doesn't matter the age. You can always change the wiring of the brain. And I think that that's something that the Peoria Playhouse does well.
I'm Emily Hagman, and I'm a licensed clinical social worker and a registered play therapist. So I've had the opportunity to help lead different parenting groups at the Playhouse and working with the parents and children to help improve their relationships through play. You can see in the Maker Challenges people having fun, and that was the first thing that I noticed was just the smiles and the laughter. And that fun is a positive shared experience that all of them engaged in. And they all had different ways of completing the challenge and problem solving, but they all worked together and they all were shared experiences that were positive. And through those positive shared experiences, they're building compassion and empathy and trust, which really deepens their relationships and increases their self-esteem and confidence. So when children are able to use their imagination and be creative, they're able to express themselves fully. And so they can be whatever they want to be when they're being imaginative, and they can try out different feelings or different personalities or different actions and see what fits. And so that's how they're learning about themselves and their world. And so through imaginative play, they're really growing and developing in a safer way. So I have a daughter who's almost 2 years old, and due to the pandemic, we haven't been able to go to the Playhouse yet with her at an age where she can really run around and interact. And that's one of the things that I am so looking forward to, is being able to take her and let her just be and play and be in that environment to grow and development for her emotional well-being, her physical well-being, and her social well-being.
For this last drink demonstration, I pushed Justice out of the way for just a minute. We have Sophie from Touche, who's going to make a raspberry whiskey sour, and very good friend of HopScotch, Hugh Higgins, who owns Hearth Restaurant in the Heights, with the Man of War. Enjoy.
Hi, my name is Sophia with Touche Restaurant, and I'll be making a raspberry bourbon sour. So we're gonna start with Buffalo Trace bourbon, 2 ounces. And then 1/2 ounce of Chambord. Half an ounce of lemon juice. Three-fourths of an ounce of simple syrup. And then egg whites from 1 egg. And so you're gonna dry shake it first. And then you're gonna add ice. And shake it again. And then you're just gonna strain it into a coupe. And then I like to garnish with a raspberry and a fresh lemon twist. All right, and this is the raspberry whiskey sour from Touche Restaurant.
Hey everybody, welcome to the bar here at Hearth. It's been a long, cold, lonely winter, but spring is just around the corner. So for HopScotch, we are creating a cocktail that we call Man of War. Man of War conjures perhaps something violent and scary, but this is actually a very friendly cocktail that we'll explain as we go. First, chill off your glass. A nice cold glass is a good thing to have. And then we're gonna make ours with pretty much 3 ingredients. First is bourbon. About 2 ounces of bourbon. I'm using Maker's Mark 46. Has a nice soft wheat flavor to it. Cointreau. You can substitute triple sec. Only need 1 ounce there. Sweet vermouth. Very important ingredient. Love this brand here. Carpano Antica Formula Vermouth. Absolutely top quality, beautiful stuff. This is a big liter. It's perfect for me in the bar, but they actually make half bottles, which is perfect for you in your home. Just put those in your refrigerator door. About 3/4 of an ounce there is all you need. One good ingredient is fresh lemon juice. We keep it all the time. About a half an ounce there. And then these guys, we're just gonna stir up. You can shake, but when you shake, you dilute and makes things a little more watery. We like to preserve the integrity of the alcohol. So we give it a nice stir to chill it. And remember, I've got a pre-chilled glass, and we're gonna strain this over there. The ice won't melt near as fast because it's chilled twice. Very good. And of course, there's a garnish. You have to have a garnish. You could use the typical cherry, but those are more for kiddie cocktails. For a grown-up cocktail, use the Luxardo cherry, that deep purple color, just nothing like it. Man of War. A great racehorse, won 20 of his 21 races. Man of War can also be a Portuguese jellyfish. Don't want to see those. Man of War, the cocktail from Hearth Restaurant. Cheers.
I wish I may, I wish I might, have this wish I wish tonight. I wish I was an astronaut. So, it's me, Maeve, and I'm at first assistant. Look at my chalky hands. This package is for a family pass to First Descent and lunch at Sugar, a pizza place. This is part of the workout space. A bridge. I really like the floor texture. And how the walls are. It's a big game. Bye, peace out.
Go.
Hi, I'm Grace Matthews.
Hi, I'm Tristan Schoner.
And today we're going to be telling you about the auction item for the HopScotch Making the Best of It for the Peoria PlayHouse.
The Ivy Club. Yeah, you. I'm talking to you. Join us at the Ivy Club from Memorial Day weekend through September 30th for some fun in the sun.
Yeah, who doesn't love some fun in the sun? You'll enjoy access to pool, events, dining, and more. There's something for everyone.
The swim team is included for children who are interested. Make lifelong friendships and lasting memories at the Ivy Club.
Bid on the Ivy Club membership today.
Ivy Club! Ivy Club!
Betty Jane?
Betty Jane?
Betty Jane? She's all the talk in the Heights with the new Betty Jane Brimmer Center for Performing Arts.
Our next item for bid is 10 tickets to an upcoming Betty Jane Brimmer music concert.
Wow, that's a $200 value.
Hearing great music for free? That's a steal.
Bid on the Betty Jane Center today.
All right, folks, Justice and I have had a great time hanging out with you, but it's time to wrap things up. A couple reminders. You have until 8:15 tonight to get your final bids in on the auction items, and 8 o'clock tomorrow to buy tickets on that great raffle for that drive-in movie theater experience for 30 carloads, thanks to the Katie Kim group at Keller Station.
Now, we'll roll the ending credits of all the people that made this event possible. Thank you for showing up, and we'll see you at HopScotch 2022.
This is Rebecca Schulman, Director of the Peoria PlayHouse Children's Museum. Thank you to all of you who attended tonight. We appreciate your support and your interest in the Playhouse's programs. Thank you as well to everyone who made this program possible. We're so grateful. We hope that you will all join us next year for HopScotch 2022. Wait, don't go away yet. Just when you thought the program was over, we have one more piece of news to share. The Peoria Playhouse Children's Museum is opening for rentals on Saturday, March 13th. For more information, visit our website, peoriaplayhouse.org. We can't wait to see kids playing in the Playhouse again.